Welcome back, everyone, to the Chupacabra's Lair. And following our other CES sort of review coverage for CES 2014, we are going to look at the Razer Nabu.
It's the new half smartwatch, half fitness band that Razer is pushing out. It's pretty. Looks good.
So, I mean, Razer's combining a couple of things here. They have two screens to kind of feed you information from your phone, and they've got the ability to track all of your information.
I think it's actually a pretty cool idea what they're doing with all of it. Mostly because what they want to do in the long run is kind of tie it into gaming, whether it's making more VR games where you have to go interact with the world around you, like Ingress, or a social aspect where you can, potentially meet up with other gamers and trade info and game together.
Right, and that's a lot of what a lot of fitness trackers are doing right now. But they're trying to sort of integrate it with your phone more, so you get a notification on your band, and if you want to answer your phone call, like, I guess maybe through the armband or something, you turn it over and you're like, what's up? I'm not a big fan of the two screens so far. Like, I kind of like the other concept of trying to bring it into, like, the smartphone world more, but so far I'm not a huge fan of two screens. We sort of saw that shift from, like, smaller screens to larger screens in the phone world being more popular and a lot more utilized. So, I mean, I really just want one big one on the top, and that's it.
Yeah, they're pushing for two screens as they want one of them to be more of like a privacy type thing. So, like, oh, okay, I got a text message from somebody, but you don't know what it says because I can see the little notification, but you can't read it unless I turn my wrist over, type of a thing. So,
but I'd be fine if it was just like the only big screen was on the bottom if I wanted to be super privacy savvy. I mean, I'm not some sort of secret spy. I could give a crap if some rando on the train sees whatever I'm reading from a friend. They don't know me, and they're probably never going to see me again.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who cares if I have a new Facebook notification? That's not a thing.
They're implying that this will simplify staying connected with people while you're gaming, or maybe you're on the couch playing on the console, or maybe you're reading a book. And it's really not a huge stretch for me to say that it would be easy for me to just have a phone next to me and I could just glance over at it and see what someone's trying to tell me if I need to address that or not. And that's about the same amount of effort required to look at my wrist, see that I have a notification from a friend, and then turn it over and look. And same with, like, picking up my phone to do, like, a little jiggle. Because there's apps out there you can do the little jiggle and, like, turn it off or silence it or send the phone, the message off into the ether.
Yeah, I mean, it's a stretch to say you could wear it and see when you have notifications because of a little light. My phone does that. I know when I get text messages or whatever, and it doesn't take more than looking away for half a second. So as far as using that for gaming, meh. One of the more exciting things about it, the developer kit is $49. So hopefully they get a lot of people with some unique ideas developing neat ways to use this. And they've said the price should be under $100 when it does release to consumers. So,
and that's really cool, and that's something I do like to see, because that's a huge barrier to adoption is expense. And we saw that a lot with, like, Nike Plus Fuel Bands and Jawbone Up. Like, they both kind of did what they needed to do. Nike Fuel Band a little better than Jawbone just because it didn't have a lot of Bluetooth capability, and you had to plug it into your computer before you could get it on your smartphone. But, I mean, they still need these various app developers to give me a reason why integrating this into my daily life is great. Because they've also got, these things like sports. It's great if I could monitor these things of me exercising, or maybe there's a favorite sport of yours. But that's sort of an issue that I always had with the original devices, was that they're trying to act as if they're somehow, by purchasing them out and exercise more, and it's not a thing.
Yeah, unless there's some people that make some sort of way to connect them with games that you actively play. Like, if you go out and run this many steps, then you get this in-game item or something. Then it could motivate a lot of people to get out there and get fit. But aside from that, it's a neat idea, probably more gimmicky than anything else.
There's a catch-22 with this. If you want to do something sports-related, this could help you keep track of your metrics, but it's not going to encourage you to exercise more on its own. And that's why they're trying to incorporate more of the smartphone aspect in it. They just need to find a better way of integrating more functionality. And I liked the other band we saw at CES that was this controller band, because if that combined with a smartwatch would be amazing. Like, I could just integrate that as some sort of universal remote control with all of the devices in my life, and it's also attached to my smartphone, so maybe I could hold up my phone and tweak the settings really easily without having to fumble with a bunch of little interface buttons, just through gestures to take a nicer picture without having it right up to my face clicking buttons. That would be great. But until it can incorporate more of that into it, I can't see myself using this. But I do like that they're trying to incorporate more of the smartphone. So, I mean, what would you rate this, Savvy?
Just from the fact that Razer is doing something different, and it's not a mouse or a headset or, some direct gaming peripheral, I'd say 6 out of 10, because I think it's a really neat idea and it has some potential, but I don't see a lot of people buying it until some other big name backers start making some other support for it.
Okay, I mean, that's definitely fair. Alright, well, that's been our coverage for the Razer Nabu. Join us again. We've got some more videos you can check out. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Toodaloo!
Bye, guys.